lot of my photography work is around migrant communities, women of colour, and colorism. And everything that I do creatively with photography, it does revolve and echo my own lived experience, and colorism is a big part of my life. I was born in Christchurch and then grew up in Malaysia, so 10 years of my life was spent in Malaysia, and then I came back to New Zealand. So sometime in my 20s I started thinking about identity and where was home for me, and where did I feel that belonging, and what was my culture and what was my heritage. And how photography came in was when I would meet people on similar paths and photograph them in their traditional outfits against a native New Zealand backdrop. It just was so powerful because it was not only connecting the culture and heritage of ancestors and people, you know, before us, but also where we are now. So the name of the fund was the Asian Artist Fund, and how I found out about it was someone had shared it on Facebook, and I saw it, and I had already been wanting to do this exhibition but didn't know how I was going to afford it. So this project is called Melanin Rising because for me it was not only talking about colorism but really giving a moment to darker skin tones and people that look like me, because I never really saw people that looked like me growing up, especially in photography. So the 5 people in the show, some of them I had an existing relationship with and they were my friends, and some of them I shoulder tapped to be in the show. It's a very personal experience when I'm putting a group together for an exhibition, because it can be a difficult process, and I want to make sure that everyone is comfortable every step of the way, and we all are given the space to just share our story. Not only do you see a very large print of the portrait sitter, I gave them all questions and they came back with answers, and those answers were then shaped into essays, which is what people read when they went to see Melanin Rising, and also can read on the website. We had a really strong positive response. It's hard to say positive when it's a topic that is quite personal and, you know, quite upsetting for a lot of people, but I think it resonated with many, many people. I was present in the art space for a lot of the exhibition. There were 2 weekends where I was there for the afternoon and spending time with people, but having women with dark skin come in and say that this was a representation they wish they'd had growing up when they were being told that they were too dark and not good enough. And it's the same for me when I was that teenager and that child, and I was using skin lightening creams and trying to be a different version of myself, that I couldn't have even imagined seeing something like this or doing something like this and accepting myself as I am. And that's a really big thing for me.